can't hear you, so let me guess. You are probably feeling a little sad, overwhelmed, maybe a little hurt. You might be devastated. You might feel relieved, and you might feel hopeful, and at the same time you might also feel a little confused and uncertain. And that's okay. Wherever you are in the emotional spectrum on your journey right now is perfectly normal. It's part of your process, and it's part of your personal growth. So congratulations, you're normal. Another thing I wanted to congratulate you on is your divorce, your breakup, your separation. Whatever circumstance it is that brought you to this video today, I want to say congratulations to you. Because there's one reason that relationships don't work, and that's because they're not working. When we're part of a couple, we should be nurtured, we should be safe, and we should be able to grow as individuals as well as a team. And sometimes it doesn't work out that way. For whatever reason, there might come a time when a relationship is no longer appropriate, when it doesn't nurture individuals as well as the partnership. And that's okay. I don't subscribe to any of our societal ideas about failed marriages. I don't think that a relationship should survive at the expense of its participants. So if your relationship is over, that's okay. Congratulations, because you are beginning a new chapter in your life, and you're growing as an individual. I know it hurts, I know it sucks, but this is a step forward for you. So I am filming this outside, obviously, and I love to be outside. I think there's so much that we can learn from nature. And right now, we're in a really interesting time in nature. So I'm filming this in mid-August in central Pennsylvania. Officially, it's still summer, and most of the time, the days are really warm. It's a little cloudy, a little cool today. That's okay. It's green around me. You can see that everything is still green, and it looks like summer, and it looks like summer's in full bloom. But there's something happening under the surface that we can't see yet. And that is that nature knows winter is coming. And all around me, the trees are not feeding their leaves the way that they did. We won't see it yet, but eventually those leaves are going to turn color and they're going to fall off. And then we celebrate how wonderful it is to let things go. But before we let things go, we have to stop feeding them. And so the leaves around me are no longer being fed by the trees, because in the coming months, they're not going to be necessary. And more than that, they're going to be a liability, a real hindrance, something that drags down the tree and poses a potential threat when the snow falls. And so the trees are no longer feeding their leaves. And the other thing that they're doing is they're dropping seeds. This is not so much unlike the process that you're going through right now. Right now, you are at a pivotal time in your life where it's important for you to look ahead and examine what's coming next. This is a time for you to think about what you should stop feeding. Stop feeding those old stories, the old relationships that are no longer working. Start dropping seeds of your own, seeds of growth and potential for incredible new life. Another thing that I wanted to tell you here is that I'm actually filming this not only in the woods, but I am on the Appalachian Trail. And for those of you who are unfamiliar, the Appalachian Trail is a hiking trail that extends between Maine and Georgia. It's almost 2,200 miles long, and every year many, many hikers set out, and many of them actually accomplish the feat of hiking the entire trail. Now, this trail also presents a journey not unlike the one that you're on right now. The hikers on the Appalachian Trail become isolated. They lose contact with the people that they used to see every day, people they talk to every day. They take steps away from everything that was normal in their lives. It's a lonely trip sometimes. Sometimes they find others who are on a similar journey and they walk with them for a little while and they share stories, and sometimes they're completely alone. And sometimes it's really dark, but sometimes that darkness illuminates a wonderful sky. And sometimes they come to vistas that are just absolutely beautiful, where they can stand and look out over the world and feel incredible hope and inspiration and joy. It's hard on their bodies, but as they move step by step, one foot in front of the other, eventually they'll reach the end of the trail. And when they do, they will look back and see how much they've grown and how much they've learned about themselves. And they'll feel so much gratitude for every step of that journey. And you'll feel the same way too eventually when you get to the end of this path. For you, in your process, you'll be a different person. You'll be somebody stronger. You'll be somebody wiser. And right now, you are moving through that trail as well, step by step, one foot in front of the other. And so I wanted to leave you with some words of wisdom from Dr. Seuss in the book, Oh, the Places You'll Go. He said, "You have brains in your head and feet in your shoes, and you can take yourself any direction you choose." And that's true for you right now. Think about the direction that you want to go. Think about the stories that you want to stop feeding. Think about the seeds that you want to plant. And step by step, move through your process with joy and gratitude and hope and inspiration. I'm divorce coach Tara Eisenhard. And if there's anything that I can do to encourage you along your path, I would be honored to do so.